Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and today we're doing a get ready with me. I need to catch up with you. I also need to test a couple of makeup things to finalize what I'm going to be taking on an upcoming trip. We're gonna get into all those details, so if that sounds good to you, I hope you'll stick around, keep watching, and let's put some face on. All right, I already have my usual skin prep, which is the Phytosurgence Verdant Force Field, as well as the Sea Submerged Serum. So I'm gonna start with my traditional SPF, which is the Live Tinted Hueguard. We'll probably talk a little bit through products, especially the ones that I'm trying to figure out if I wanna take on my trip with me. But today is Monday, I'm off for President's Day, but I didn't have a video ready to go to post, so you're gonna see this more than likely tomorrow on Tuesday. And I wanted to talk about why uploading has been a little bit more challenging recently, and then also what's gonna be happening the next couple of weeks on my channel. At least 2, I think. Oh, that feels good. So, let's get in. I've been cleaning and I found so many hair ties. Maybe I need to put my hair up. We're rolling with it. I just need it off my face for for a minute. So let's start off with my office redo. It's still a mess. You'll see behind me I've got a ton of art that I need to hang up because I want to start. I've started here, but this will become kind of gallery wall behind me, which I'm very excited about. But that's kind of like the last step, that and hanging the gold mirror that I have and all of that stuff. We're getting there, but that video probably is not gonna go up until March sometime. And the reason why I haven't been filming as much while I try to figure out what foundation I want to use today, I haven't been filming as much because my 9 to 5 is like really intense. We are on like a different fiscal year calendar than like a traditional calendar. So our fiscal year is getting ready to wrap up. So everything is happening at once, like reviews, end of year reviews, getting all the goals for this year done, planning for next year. It's just all kind of like coming to a very busy head. So it's probably going to be a little disruptive to my schedule for the next couple of weeks. Probably, honestly, probably safe to say until the end of March. I'm gonna use the NARS today because I think this is what I'm gonna be packing, because although it's very, very close between the LYS and the NARS, I know that I can trust this to stay on. So the trip that I'm packing for is actually for work, and my office has been turned into like a packing center for me. Today I'd really like to get the makeup that I want packed, and then I'll be able to finish my toiletries, and then I've got to try on all the clothes that I picked out, which I'm going to make a video of that. So there's probably going to be a couple of packing videos that are going to go up on my channel. I think it would be a lot of fun to share the outfits and the thought process that goes into almost building a capsule, because I'm going to be gone for about 6 days, and then most of it is business, but some of it is going to be for fun, so trying to bridge the gap. I've also not been in an office in 4 years, so it's been a whole process trying to figure out exactly what I want to take. So we're gonna put that up on the channel. Some of that will go up probably while I'm gone, but the majority of it is gonna go up after I'm back, just because I need time to edit, you know? But it's just been really busy because of all those things. But in the midst of that, I really needed to start my declutters so that I could find the things that I need to pack. And their bingo cards are right next to me. I'm gonna insert a picture. I got so much done, and we'll cover that more in depth with like the March, or the, what am I thinking? The February recap. My brain is just so all over the place trying to get things done, get ready for the next couple of weeks being a little bit different from my routine and a little more hectic. Today I want to try the Beautypie Everyday Great Skin Concealer. I have this in the shade 50. NARS is in the shade Siberia. The reason I want to try this is I'm getting very low on my rose ink. And I should have gotten it when it was, I think it was like at least 30, maybe 40% off on Sephora when they did that sale. I should have gotten it then probably, but I want to see if I can make this work until I'm out of both of these, and then I'll repurchase the rose ink. But I know that I want a full coverage concealer because this trip, and the reason why I started talking about it, goodness, is I have not been in an office in a while and I need my makeup to last pretty long days. And I'm not currently used to really making things last that long. Like, it's okay if they don't, because I can always touch up before I leave the house working from home. But I'm basically going to be with my coworkers from very early in the morning until we go to bed, pretty much. That's being a little dramatic, but like 8 to 8, we'll say, like a full 12-hour day. I haven't had to, I mean, I know the privilege that I'm speaking of, that I don't have to worry about that as much working from home, but we're gonna see if this does the job. This is definitely a little bit darker than the rose ink, not even a little bit, a decent amount, but it does match my skin tone, maybe a little yellow. It's not as, it's good, but it's not my rose ink, you know? We'll see. We'll see how this goes and how it wears throughout the day. So I'm off today, but I'm not really, because I just counted all of my vitamins and medicine to pack. I have to finish packing, and then I'm praying that I can do everything in a carry-on, and that's going to take some finessing and whittling down. But I also have to transfer my current purse to a larger kind of work bag. So we're going to film that too, but that's going to take some time to go through, because if you struggle with chronic pain, chronic illness, if you have neurodivergence, any type of like mental or physical disability or challenges, health issues, whatever, I require a lot of things with me, because there are a lot of situations that pop up that throughout the years I've gotten used to just being prepared for, and packing for trips like this is challenging for me because I do end up overpacking, but then there have been plenty of times where I tried to underpack and I really needed one of those things that I didn't take with me. So I'm hoping I can get this all in a carry-on situation. We'll see. We shall see. And for makeup, I'm trying to go pretty minimal because it's going to be just like quick makeup in the morning and that's it. Traditionally, I would take like the Merit, but because I want to look nice all day, I am going to opt for the NARS. So I'm just using the Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Pressed Powder and Translucent to set. I actually think that that concealer looks nice. It's just not as full coverage. I think I might try to use this when my rose ink gets empty, but I think for this trip, I am going to pack the rose ink. So we're going to do NARS, rose ink, and powder for sure. And then let's do some bronzer. I know the bronzer that I will be taking and using. It's my everyday bronzer, Phytosurgence, Rosy Daybreak 2. I think I left off with like, the makeup I'm doing today is not going to be what I'm wearing on my trip. I can do that video if you want, but because it's kind of just a cleaning and packing day, I do want a full face because I'm going to be filming clips of my outfits as I try them on and make sure that they're what I need. But I just want to look pulled together today for filming, so I don't know what we're going to do eyes-wise. I will say though, last night I just finished, so I don't think I talked about finishing the Throne of Glass series. I was just about to finish, I think, in the last videos that I mentioned them. So good. Definitely changed my brain chemistry in the best way possible, and I would highly recommend that series. And I'm still thinking about that series, which is crazy because I just finished the last 2 books in the ACOTAR series, which she's coming out with a new one this year. And even through those books, because I started, so if you don't know or didn't see my other videos, I'm talking about the Sarah J. Maas. Maas or Moss? It's M-A-A-S. That's Moss to me. But anyway, Sarah J. Maas universe. So she has 3 series that she has either finished or is working on. Throne of Glass, the one that I can't stop thinking about, is a finished series. She said that at any point she could come out with more, but it is kind of a finalized series as of this moment. 8 books. It's incredible. I read the majority of them last year, and I finished the last 3 this year in January. Then she has ACOTAR, which is A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is the one that's super viral and everybody loves. And I get why, because ACOTAR is definitely more romance focused. Throne of Glass has a little bit of romance, but ACOTAR is majority romance, but it still has a really good plot, I think. Not as strong as Throne of Glass, but it's still good. I still really like it. I'm going to use Latte from the Finding Ferdinand Summer Abroad collab with Kackie on my Rare Beauty brush. I might add another color when we get into eyes because I'm not sure what I'm doing, but that's what we're going to do. I just got to keep moving while I talk because I could talk about these books forever. Throne of Glass is a lot more like politics and world building and wartime, and I really loved that. There were so many twists and turns, and there's a lot more characters in Throne of Glass series, but ACOTAR is so good, and I just finished the last 2 books in the series, and man, the last one also was brain chemistry changing in a lot of ways, and I'm just so excited about so many things. I even, like, if you read ACOTAR, this is not, or Throne of Glass really, this is not a spoiler. I won't give spoilers on my channel, but it's just these like really empowered female main characters. And one thing that I've been trying to get back into is like in my physical health, now that my energy is returning, like getting back into workouts. I used to do solid core, the reformers Pilates, like 3 to 4 times a week, which is madness thinking about it because that is like one of the hardest workouts, but I loved it and I always felt really strong and, pun intended, solid afterwards. And I need to get back into a routine, and we had joined this athletic club that has a lot of classes, some Pilates included, so I just haven't found it in me to like go. But these women are like training either like as an assassin or like for war, or just like the ties to mental health, and the training in the last ACOTAR book is like exactly where I'm at, and it was like, it pumped me up so hard. So I'm gonna link down below where I found what I'm about to show you, and I'm so excited about it. So there is a website, Daybreak.com, where people come up with workout programs that are free. I think you can donate to them, but check it out, read about it. It's really, really cool. But they have a workout plan inspired by the books. There's a couple of these, and there's superhero workouts. There's just like different ones, but the Fireheart one is for Throne of Glass. So I printed them out and laminated them, and I'm gonna make a little booklet, and that way I can like take the one with me to the gym that I'm doing. But there's like 3 different levels that you can do, and a lot of the Fireheart is just body weight, so it's really approachable. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I wish that I had female friends around me that were really into this too, because how fun would that be to like train like these characters? Anyway, that's where I'm at today. I love it. I just need to start it, and I think I'll be able to once I get back from my trip. It's just things are so crazy right now. I am torn between Olivia Palermo, Au Naturale, and Ilia. I want to use Au Naturale because I haven't used it in a while. I really have been loving the Ilia though, and you guys seem to really like it too in the last video. It's just really nice. I'm actually going to take a fluffy brush and start with this pale shade just to dust all over the lid and brighten that inner corner. But yeah, let me know if you are a Sarah J. Maas fan and if you would do that workout with me, because how fun is that? That's just so fun. I'm so happy the internet exists and we can find things like that, you know? And I'm more than happy to share that, because I get really into books and characters and the stories, and I can't stop thinking about Throne of Glass. Ugh, so good. And now that I'm finished, I can finally look up fan art and stuff. Oh, I'm so excited. I am a little nervous for books that come after it, because it's a tall order to try to compete with that, let alone keep my attention. But now that I'm finished with the ACOTAR books, for now anyway, I'm so interested to see when she'll come out with the next one and what happens in it. I have some theories, but the next books that I'm reading, I just took this taupe shade. It's like a gray brown, a true taupe, and put that in my crease. I can't decide if I want to do a shadow look or a wing liner today. Let's see, what does this gold look like from this palette? It's pretty. A little too peachy for what I want to do today, I think. I am going to do a strong wing, so I'm just going to kind of blend that taupe into the outer third and then buff where I have it in my crease. This is a really good palette for a wing. Also, the smoky eye with this shade right here is like my top favorite. I just wish that instead of this warm brown, it was like a deep, deep brown or black, or even switch out this blue for that. It would be like my perfect everyday palette. But I love it as is. I've really been getting back into my Olivia Palermo things, and I stand by them being a 10 out of 10. Like the Lychee balm doesn't add a lot of color, but it really smooths the lips and it's just moisturizing. I've been carrying this around the last couple of days, and I think it definitely is going to go in my purse because I just love it. Feels more like a traditional lip balm, but a little bit more plush. It just makes the lips look really nice. Okay. I hope that my train of thought is followed. At first I was like, I don't have the energy to film because it's that time of the month and I just don't feel super great, but I'm just kind of mind dumping the things I want to share with you. Hope that's okay. I do think this might be the palette that I take with me. It's either going to be that or the Makeup by Mario, which is not currently in my February kit, but we might pull it in. I'm going to go, before we do, whatchamacallit, before we do eyeshadow, I'm going to do eyebrows. I don't know what is happening to my brain this morning. But anyway, now that I've finished ACOTAR, there I was. I am reading the Crescent City series. She just came out with the third one at the end of January. I'm very excited. I just started it last night as I was falling asleep, and I don't have any thoughts yet because I'm literally only like 15 minutes into the book, just a few pages, so I was really tired last night. But yeah, I think the other thing I want to talk about is, speaking of being really tired last night, the Oura ring. I have noticed that a lot of people have been clicking on it. I do link it in my videos because I can start linking my wedding band and ring, because this is a fake one. This is one that I got for travel, and also because my engagement ring doesn't currently fit, which is a whole other story. But I really love it. I will say though, I thought it would be fun to play around with sizes, and this is like a 2-carat moissanite ring that I think was like 20 or 30 bucks. Not very expensive, and it looks real. But I've noticed that like, I don't think I would ever want a ring that large, because like, I don't want someone to like cut my finger off, and people notice it a lot more than my wedding band, and I love my original wedding and engagement ring. But I felt naked not wearing it because it's a little too tight. But anyway, I'll start linking that one. But this one that I link all the time is my Oura band, and it is a wellness tracker. And I do want to talk about it because I've had mine now since November, and I've been wearing it since November, and I'm really now starting to see a lot of benefits of the data that it collects. So there's a lot of independent reviews out there, and one that I've noticed a lot is that people don't like it because the data is limited, but I wanted to share why I do like it now that I'm been wearing it for a while. And the reason I like it is because it's not fitness data. It is in a sense, but not in the traditional way of like your heart rate, calorie counting, how many calories you burn, how many calories you ate, all of that stuff. It's not that. It is more so developed to be super accurate to your heart rate and sleep, so that you can determine your recovery time, how well you're recovering, what stress is doing to your body, more so from like a wellness angle than like a fitness angle, if that makes sense. So it is not great if you're gonna be weightlifting because you're gonna tear it up, it's gonna be uncomfortable, and you're probably gonna end up taking it off to work out, and you're not gonna capture your workouts. You can put them in later, but you won't have heart rate data. That's the thing that I've seen a lot of people complain about. For me, I got mine through a program at work. I'm very thankful. These are very expensive. I have the Heritage Gold, so there's like a flat part up on the band, and it's gold. I don't think it's worth it. Get the cheapest one that you can. I like that it's gold because that's what I wear, but I think even just the flat band is significantly cheaper. I will say mine has not, like, there's little scratches on it when you get up close, but for the most part, it still looks pretty nice. I like it. So see the little flat top. Definitely get the one that's within your budget if you're thinking about it. I don't think it's worth it to spend the extra, but I had budget from my workplace, which was really nice. And I wanted to focus on my sleep because if you struggle with mental health, sleep is like a whole topic of conversation we can get into. And sometimes it's not as simple as kind of the traditional sleep hygiene things that you hear about. So I also track my cycle with PCOS. It's really important for me to do that so I can understand if lifestyle changes are making an impact. It just gives me the data that I need. You can also export reports to give to your doctor, whatever, but you do have to pay $5 a month for all of the data. You can get a subset of the data for free in the app, all of that up front. I really love it, and it can tell me when I'm starting to get sick and when I need to kind of like take it easy, and it's just been really helpful for me to understand when I'm pushing it too hard. And it's so funny because as of lately, it's been like a roller coaster because there's days where I hit my stride, and then there are days where like I pushed way too hard. And it's a nice little tool to like help me understand where my body is at and what it needs, because with autism, my interoception is kind of all over the place, which interoception is like knowing the cues in your body. There are times where I feel them greatly, and then there are times where they're not even on my radar. I think it's dependent on what we're talking about, but this helps me kind of stay on track to that. I love it very much. So I wanted to share that with you. I think that it's really worth it. It's been really interesting and helpful for me. The end. For brows, I use the powder, the light powder, just to fill in my brows, and then the wax. I'm getting pretty low on, not low, but I'm really focused. I'm getting low in the wax a little bit. I'm gonna have to switch to the clear. I am getting my brows done and my eyelashes done before the trip, which is gonna be super helpful because my 3-product makeup look really relies on my lashes and brows being done. It's gonna be so nice to not have to worry about them on this trip. I'm really glad that I made the timing line up for that. This is another one of those moments where I'm like, is this video usable? We're just hanging out today. Beautypie Precision, is it called Precision Tip? Precision Liquid Eyeliner. I'm going to probably just buzz through doing my eyes because it's easier. While Frank is getting the barks out of his system, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Xtend lashes. Lash extender in the shade brown. Goodness. I know, buddy. I know, buddy. All right. For lips, we're just going to go something pretty low key today. I'm going to use Fitglow lip liner in Nude. That I swear I just sharpened and I already need to sharpen it again. Maybe I sharpened something else because I'm not quite... Okay, I'm not quite sure. And I need to blot my lips first. We're not making that mistake again. And as much as I kind of just want to wear that lip balm today, I want to just see what this... Figure I stopped talking while I lied and also while he barked, but I want to try that Revlon Toast of New York shade. So this, I don't know that this is the right color per se, but it'll just help add structure to my lips. Where's that lipstick? Yeah, I want to try this, and my makeup is pretty neutral today. I think we can get away with it. So this is that Toast of New York shade. I think it's definitely more of a fall shade, but also I'm a soft autumn in the color analysis world or whatever it is. So I think, oh yeah. Yeah, see, this is what I wanted it to be. It's almost like if Dolce Vita from NARS and Faded Clementine from M Cosmetics had a baby. It's like a really nice soft red with a decent amount of orange to it, and I think with red in my shirt it goes really well. And I think I want to take this on the trip with me because this is a look that I would 100% do to just get out of the door quick. I am going to spritz with Max Fix Plus a little bit, and then I'll try to gather my thoughts enough to round this out. Okay, so I definitely need Fix Plus with that Beautypie concealer. It looks just a little bit more dry on my skin than the Rose Ink. Not bad by any stretch, definitely could get away with it. It's just the Rose Ink is my preferred formula. But this face turned out really nice. I think that Latte blush and the Toast of New York looks really nice. I want to talk about kind of what's going to be happening on my channel the next couple of weeks and basically February, the rest of February, and what videos are kind of in the wings. So when you're seeing this week, I'm hoping to get 2 videos up this week. It's not going to be obviously a Monday, Wednesday situation. More than likely a Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Friday. I will post in the community tab a finalized schedule once I know what I can get filmed before tomorrow. Basically, we're on a filming round robin today. And as far as the week after, you're probably going to see maximum 2 videos. It might just be 1, and it's what I get filmed today. So today, you're seeing this, get ready with me. You'll see a pack my makeup and skincare for a trip, and then you'll see a what's in my bag coming up, what's in my work bag, and also the outfits that I'm packing for my trip. So that means that my February recap is probably going to happen early March so that I have a chance to fully wrap my head around February by the time I get back from my trip. And I can't wait to dive into that. Also, the comments around wanting to know what I think about fair olive skin. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say what I want to say with that, but I hear you. I've also gotten a few in the Google video collection form, so that's always linked in my description box. It is a free form, kind of tell me what you want to see on my channel. I don't collect email addresses, so just know that if you submit something, I don't know who you are unless you explicitly tell me in your comment. So I've seen a couple in there of just the best products and colors for a yellow-green undertone or fair olive. I just want to say, if you call it fair olive, I'm not saying that you're bad or wrong, but there's a nuanced conversation that I think needs to happen on the internet around it. However, I think even if I don't share my thoughts on calling it Fair Olive, we're definitely going to do my favorite products for a yellow-green undertone. This lipstick is a perfect example. I think this lipstick gives you the feeling of wearing a red lip without committing to such a stark color. It's a muted red lip and it's perfect. So I would highly recommend it if you have yellow-green undertone. Those videos are coming. I'm hoping maybe I'll get some time to pull thoughts together on the plane for those videos. But that said, I hope you're having an amazing week. I'm having a great week because I got my first bingo prize this week, and I'll be sharing that in my wrap-up video for February. But yeah, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're getting rest, and highly recommend you start reading Sarah J. Maas because I am dying to talk in depth with people about it. It's life-changing. I'll link the workouts below, and then also the final thought on the face of makeup. Most of it I've used before, but I will say really love the Revlon lipstick, very comfortable. That's going with me, and then I'm gonna stick with the rose ink. We might try to use up the Beautypie in place of it, but not until I've scraped this clean because it's just the best. And yeah, I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye. Also, look at my nails. They're like Elsa, but also if you read Agatar, they're like Nesta nails. Silver flames. Okay, bye.